permit, or any document showing that you are legal in the country where you live. You do not need Nigeria passports. Don't even try. You will need a recent passport photo, and the requirements for the passport photo will come later. If you are a special status applicant, you have to provide the following information: receipts of your donations toward the Biafra liberation. Arrange your receipts in chronological order so as to help the reviewers to make sure that you are current. Please do not recycle receipts. Please review your documents before you upload. If mistakes are found, your application will be thrown out. An active membership certificate from your current IPOB Autopilot group, a participation certificate that you obtained during the Biafra Self-Referendum Convention 2023 that was held in Finland. If you attended and we have your information, you must have received your certificate. Family members can benefit from special status of their family member. But for you to benefit via special status of another family member, you must also provide evidence that that family member qualifies for special status. One quick example is a parent that may have a child that is 18 and above, but probably a student and not able to kind of contribute toward our liberation yet. That child may apply for ID card on the backs of his or her parents using that special status, but documentation must be provided. Here is a sample of the ID card. Please note, this sample may change as we are working on different formats. So what are the requirements for the photo? Dimensions would be 35 millimeter by 45. We are essentially adopting the Finland photo standard. Image quality would have to be 300 dpi or above. There are height requirements. Other properties of the photo includes that it has to be a colored photograph. When you are saving the file for upload, save as JPEG. Please do not digitally manipulate your photo. Wearing of headgear is not allowed. Other information that you may need, make sure that your photo is taken within the last 6 months. Ensure that your face is clear on the photo. Do not use filters. Of course, selfies are not acceptable. If you have eyeglasses, earrings, or any piercing or anything, please, it's important to take them out. White background or off-white is a requirement. No shadows, textures, lines, or anything that may affect the quality of the background. Your head has to be facing forward with your eyes horizontal. Do not tilt your head. And there are other requirements that you would get once we publish these requirements. Of course, some people may not be able to stand due to medical conditions. Some people may not even be able to hold their head straight. If there are issues that may make you not abide by the photo requirement rules, please contact us, and these requirements will then be reviewed by person basis. Children under the age of 6 may be difficult to control. So they are exempt from certain things like positioning of the eye or the head. When you are taking your photo, we want you to just have a neutral expression, no smiling, no laughing, or any form of expression that may show your teeth or anything. If your child needs support during the photo session, try to put your hand underneath their cloth to hold them. But however you decide to provide support, just make sure that you will not be part of that photo. So as we are coming toward the end of this presentation, some of you will be wondering, if I provide my information to the government, will my data be protected? And the answer is yes. Your data will be protected by your government. The government will protect the confidentiality of your data to the maximum extent allowable by law. Capturing, recording, storage, and access to your data will be conducted in a manner that ensures your privacy. The BIAFRA government has data security protocol in place already. Before anyone would work with your data, there must be training and there must be agreement. We call that non-disclosure agreement. So all these are in place so the government will minimize and or even prevent unauthorized access or use of your information. Storage of your data will be in accordance with robust standards set by the BIAFRA government IT team and the committee charged with handling and confidentiality of data. And of course, all the data collected will be encrypted. This encryption mechanism prevents unauthorized access and use of your data. So after today's program, if you have additional questions, please contact your different liaison officers and representatives, the Brgie media team, or even visit your government website. Everybody should be able to always go to the government website for answers to certain questions that they may have. At this juncture, I will say thank you for attending this Database and ID Card Registration Citizens Education Part 1. Stay tuned. We'll be back for Part 2 in no distant time. Thank you. And now we can take questions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, please, the Minister of Information, there are hands up. I will leave that to be calling people so that their questions will be answered. Thank you. No, we are in the USA. Tomorrow is a Yeah, I think we have Honorable Obi and Honorable Uche, and I just made Honorable Uche co-host. Obi is already a co-host, so they can say no, he's not. Okay. Honorable Obi, where are you?
I'm here.
Please say something. After you, Honorable Uche will say something.
Good evening, Biafra. Thank you, Honorable Chama, for your presentation. It was a great one. I thank the media team, Minister of Information. Thank you guys for being here with us as well. And my goes to our PM as well. And of course, our leader, Mazin Namdekano. It's not forgotten. I never will be. Again, I am thanking Biafrans all over the world that are here today, and our US Biafrans. I thank you all for joining us today. You all have heard what Honorable Thomas said. It's all happening before our very own eyes. We wanted a country for all of us. Now we can have our country. So the need to participate in this is very crucial. You have to make your voice heard. This is the true democracy. This is not what happened in Nigeria. So in Biafra, we're going to make things right. We're going to put capability where capability is supposed to be. You want a country whereby when you complain, government will pay attention to you. Government will know who you are. It's not like you are existing in the darkness. So government that will help you, your kids you don't have to worry because your kids need to go to school and you don't have the money. It's government's responsibility to make sure that all the kids are going to school. We don't want to see kids hawking on the streets of Biafra. It's not what we are. We are better than that. And everyone, this is the time to make your voice heard. You can bring yourself out and say, this is what I want. This is the type of country I want to be. Or you stay in Nigeria, but I believe all Biafrans, I don't really think 99% of Biafrans are going for Biafra. So let us just join hands and do this together. Once again, I thank everyone, the team, and every friends of Biafrans as well that are supporting what you are doing. Thank you. And let's move.
Thank you so much. Honorable Uche, take the mic.
Thank you very much, Professor Chuma. Thank you very much, Honorable Media Team. Thank you very much, Wanda. You have said it all. And I want to assure Biafrans that we are not relenting. We are working day and night, ensuring that our dream comes to pass. So your confidence must be on the highest level. We are ready to play the international level. And because of that, transparency is the key. And that is what we are doing here. We are showing everybody that whatever we are doing, it's of the highest level, and we want to make sure that we have looked at integrity, and we want to be part of integrity. Without taking much of the time, I also want to direct us on the question and answers section. Please, let's try to direct our questions based on this part 1, because we're still going to have part 2. So if you have questions that are not on this part 1, please hold on when we come to that part 2 then you can be able to address those questions. But let's try to focus on the subject that has been discussed here this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Minister of Information and your team, you have the mic now.
Thank you. Can I unmute myself? I cannot unmute myself. Can you show my camera, please? To unmute my camera. Thank you so much. Nothing is happening. Sonny, can I be handling the camera? Can you give me the chance to handle the camera? Sonny, let me take care of the camera. Sonny, please let me take care of the camera.
Minister, give it. I don't want to omit anybody, please.
All right, Mazi Victor, put on your camera now, please. Just now. Do that quickly. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Wow, Professor Chioma, this is a very well presented project, crystal clear and easy to understand by all categories of people. And as one of the founders, as one of the people that provided the fund, very pleased. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
Very, very pleased. Talking about... Switch off your camera. No, I didn't. I don't know what's happening, man. I don't really know what is happening. You can see me now. Now, switch it on now, please. Switch it on, please, but don't switch it off again. Oh, wow. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we can see you now.
Right. You can see me now. Okay. Now, talk about the traffic inquiries for this project. I'm even overwhelmed by the number of people wanting to know about the project, wanting to go get involved in this project. I was on the London group WhatsApp platform, and they're all talking about this project. So they're asking Law, when is it going to come out? When are they going to register and things like that? Even on airspace, the same thing. The same thing. People are asking about the project. Now, my major concern will be the traffic based on the number of people inquiring about the project. My camera is switched off again, so I don't really know what is happening. Let me use this opportunity. You're going to work like that. I don't know what's happening to the camera. I don't know what is happening, man. I just want to use the opportunity to congratulate Professor Chioma and the team. Whosoever is manipulating my camera and things, I wish you all the best. Thank you, everybody, and God bless. Bye.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Hello. Dewuno. Ekele munu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Minister Barawa. Thank you, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, and all the rest. I'm so much pleased to hear this today. I have been following everything you do, both the Prime Minister and all the rest. My question goes like this. Concerning the database and the data collection, if someone living in a diaspora and happens to change because of one reason or the other his age, and he has been using that age,
Please,
it might be lower.
Prof, make a PM co-host, please. Co-host PM, please.
Okay, let me find him. Please,
Continue.
patience for me.
Just type Simon Ekpa on your search. Search Simon Ekpa.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. All right, PM, you are co-hosted. And welcome, sir.
Very much, Professor Chama, for the job well done, and thanks to your team and every other person who have participated in making this particular project a success today. Of course, I have been here since the beginning of the program, and I decided not to disturb anybody. So as we give a chance to people to for their questions, please, the media team, I will appeal to whoever that is controlling the system to adhere to the request of the people. People ask you to on their video. And if what happened to Victor repeat again, we will remove everybody from co-hosts, give it to one person. Thank you. That's all I want to say for now. The question that this brother is asking at this point, we are not going to correct your age. If you live in a country and have used a fake age, and you have authentic document given to you because of the information you submitted to that country, we are going to abide by that particular document. And that document is what we are going to verify using Jumio. If you have a different age or whatever happens to your documents that made you change your age, we are going to sort that out, following the policy and the rules that the Biafra government will lay on ground. That will happen in Biafra land and the Biafra country, not in this exile government. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Hello? Am I correct? Hello?
Can hear you.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody, more especially our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So my question is, I've been an active participant in Biafra restoration, but since 2020, my business crashed. I can't even, everywhere I put my money, I lost my money. So that's why I've been finding it difficult to support financially. But I've been very, very active in doing everything. I live in Togo, but one time I collected a number of somebody's representative in Togo. When I called the person was so rude on me. He was asking me why am I calling him this and that. So I decided to switch off. I wanted to start contributing no matter how small, but the person was so rude on me. So I want to know if there is anybody I link to direct me, the person in charge of Togo, so that the little I have, I contribute, because business is struggling. Thank you very much.
Mazi,
Yeah, I collected the number of the person from the website, but when I called him, he didn't want to give me. It's like he's suspecting who is calling. So I explained myself to him, but he didn't pay attention to me. So I said, I don't know. Because me, Sonia, I've been trying to get your contact to call you directly. But when I go to the Twitter page, I don't see how to connect with you. That's my problem. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. My able Prime Minister, I'm great to know. May God Almighty guide and protect you always. My question is that where I'm residing, we are doing it in a group. So, and the person we are sending our money is the owner of the account. Then we pay to his account. Then he convert to dollar and pay in group. So I don't know how they're going to do about it, or is there any way they can use to know everybody that are contributed?
Do you have any problem since you have been using that process?
No. I haven't have any
Okay, so
problem.
and which country is that?
UAE.
UAE. So if you are in UAE or any other country at all, if you are making donation, make sure that the names of the donors are listed in the message. There is a possibility to list the names of, to write a message on that donation so that when the receipt is coming, your name will be there. Another thing is that as you are making donation, you are sending the names of the donors to us. Sometimes those names are being documented, of course, as we are calling it, but we are going to see how we can try to, make it in a way that the message box of the donors will increase to contain as large a number as possible, the names of the people. And if that is not possible, you continue the way you have been doing it, which is the names of the people that make the donation must be listed on the paper and sent to the government. We will be documenting it as much as we can. That is if we do not find a solution to make your name reflect in the receipt, because it's very important that as you're making your group donation, your names are listed on the message box. So I will talk with the IT, personnel that are working on the website to see if we can create the message box to contain a lot of words, so that it can contain those who may be up to 50, 100, and so on and so on. But if that doesn't work, then you continue to make your donation and just demand receipt of donation, and the person can forward the receipt or show you guys the receipt during the meeting. And then, of course, that receipt can also be forwarded to the media team that will now verify whether the amount was actually remitted to the government or not. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Remain blessed, sir.
Good evening, my PM. Good evening. Good evening, Honorable Minister of Information. Please, I want to ask a question concerning what Professor Chioma said. When she was presenting, explaining how to, or what that is required in data collection, she mentioned about Nigeria passport that is not acceptable. So I want to ask, what of we that is using Nigeria passport here in Africa? Our residence permit here is fishing inside the Nigeria passport. So how will we present it without Nigeria passport being appeared? Thank
Uh, Thank you very much for that question. I think, like you said, if the residence permit is attached to your passport, simply scan that page of your residence permit, and that should be enough.
you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good evening. I've done that. Good evening. Good evening, my PM. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for what you are doing. Quite all right. It's quite amazing. I really appreciate. Without you, I don't know where we all would have been today. My question is, I'm interested in joining because I saw something on your Twitter handle when you posted I think last 2 days about recruitment, and I'm interested. I've used the email to submit my information quite sort of, but it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. I don't know how to do it. I really want to join.
What do you understand by recruitment?
That is why I wanted to go through the email, then read more about it, because the details were not given actually on your.
So you are
write-up.
applying for something you don't know about, you don't know anything about. Did you read the post very well?
I did.
What does the post say?
The post said about the BIAFRA government in exile, about the recruitment for self-determination. For self-determination, for liberation. I think that was what the key of the post.
The post did not say anything self-determination or liberation. The post said recruitment into the board for Biafra Declaration Drafting Committee or Biafra Declaration Drafting Board. So it is for those who will draft the wording of the declaration of the restoration of Biafra.
Okay.
It is not a recruitment. I don't know where you people are getting the recruitment, as if we are recruiting into different boards or into different departments of the government. We are not recruiting. We are only asking for people who are interested to be part of the drafting of the declaration board.
Okay, thank you very much.
So if you have sent your message to the email, it will be attended to. And if you are lucky to be part of them, you will be part of them. But for now, automatically, every state will be represented. So we have already 40. We are going to have 40 people on the committee standby from the 40 states. So every state will appoint one person to be part of the drafting board. So at the end of the day, the government cabinet or the government of Biafra Republic in exile will have their own people from the cabinet who will announce the drafting of the declaration. So those who are coming from outside may have less chance to be selected at the end of the day. But it is good to apply, so we know if you make it to the committee or to the board, as you may call it. So those who are interested are still have the opportunity to apply. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
The Biafra government is not recruiting into any of the armed forces. We are not recruiting into any security apparatus of the Biafra government at this point. We are not recruiting anybody into the Biafra Liberation Army, resistance fighters, Navy, and what have you. The only recruitment that has been announced is just the board of the drafting declaration drafting board that will happen, and this recruitment will end on the 28th of January 2024. So after 28th January, the board for the declaration drafting board will go to work. So if you are contacted after 28, you know that you made it to the board. If you are not contacted, you will wait until another opportunity to serve the effort. Thank you.
My question is regarding the categories of registration. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, regarding the categories of registration, and I could remember vividly that the D category is for everybody. But I'm not sure.
Thank you very much. You have to understand that you must be a resident in Europe or in diaspora before you can be eligible to apply for the identity card. And then this section is about data. So in the process of this data collection, there are three types of identity card registration. So the first one is regular and the special, the government in exile, and then the last part which you just asked. So in the process of these applications, we are also collecting data as well. So the last part, there is no application involved in that last part. So it's all about giving your data. If you're not qualified to apply for any of the identification cards, then you have an option to only give your data to the government in exile. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
In addition to that, I want everyone to understand that as you are submitting your data on that D section, you are at the same time voting for Biafra referendum. This is very important for everybody to know, so that you are going to participate massively. The same thing is applicable to ID card applicants and what have you. But for the category D is one of the most important one because it is solely for data collection. And as we are collecting this data, you are voting yes or no for Biafra referendum. And of course, this voting and this data collected, especially on the voting side, will be presented to the United Nations, to international community that may be interested to know how we arrive at our numbers. And what we're looking at is from 20 million up. So whether you hate Simon Ekpa or you don't hate Simon Ekpa, it is time for you, if you really actually a Biafran, forget about Simon Ekpa, submit your data, vote for Biafra. The referendum is here. There is no any other way. This is going to be one of the most important democratic process that Biafra ever had in the history of mankind. So we are doing it, this digital voting, and we will be the first country to have a digital referendum. It is costing time and money, but we have done it. So every Biafran should be proud to be part of this generation where our first referendum in exile is being conducted digitally. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Can I come up? I thank you very much, my PM. I thank you, Professor. I thank everybody for what you are doing. Please, my question is this. How can somebody, is this registration so simple that every one of us, maybe those that are living in the rural areas, can use their small smartphone, maybe take note, and register and capture the photo and everything, especially that photo aspect of it? I believe that it's possible to do it that way. Is it possible like that? That is my question.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it is possible. Everybody that has a smartphone, wherever you are, you have the opportunity to register using your phone.
Thank you. My peer, please, I have one other thing to beg. Please, I know when you declare this Biafra in this coming October, it will not going to take us 3 months for we to eradicate all this not nonsense in our Biafran land. Please, I'm begging you. We don't have any other time to revenge. Let us use, even if 1 week, to inflict a very big pain on these people before everything will go off. Because we have only 3 months. Before that 3 months, let us do the WOTOWOTO to remember people that died in 1960s. I don't have any uncle as you're looking at me now. So please, my peer, please. I know we have gone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What I will promise you and the other Biafrans is that the Biafra government will do everything to neutralize the presence of Nigeria within Biafra land. Everything possible. And it has started. And like you all know, we are not relenting. So our main objective and agenda is to make sure that every presence of Nigeria is eliminated within Biafra territory. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. All hail Biafra. Revenge, well. What?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Well, it was a long because even okay, because obi mpang n'ihe niile na-aganụ and ọ dị ka taa bụ na ese na-ekwu okwu n'ihe banyere nwere onwe Biafra. Ajụjụ m bụ mgbe gara aga anyị na-eme nnọkọ na ọdịda anyanwụ Okay. Let me speak in English, because I mean, so that's why I'm actually. And before now, to have been at the radio show, and it's not quite long I joined them. Then, when you do and give what I was gathering anyway, avoid arrest and killings. So, since then, everybody passion. And the person I had his number can't even reach him any longer. And I think the first payment I have made, I don't think it's big enough for the order was given. So as it is now, I mean, one mascot, but I took it to be I took it upon myself, even though I did not have money. I preach, talk to people about Biafra, I follow online, I preach the one I can retweet. You know, being in this zoo, you go with seeing here now, there's no kind of link gathering identity, identifying with others in regards to this BIAFRA issue. So what is our fate? Like, how are we going to go about registration? Or what is our condition? So, and again, another question is, if we are told, if someone I want to, how is it?
Sorry, your voice is not, I don't know if it's from here, but your voice is sort of going in and off, so we cannot.
Oh, okay. Okay, my last question was, if we here now, and I'm the west of Nigeria, so, maybe now with
stay in English, if you can stay in English, because
if I have money, if I eventually maybe have money I want to contribute, how can we be able to contribute in Naira? And my previous question was that before I joined, it was not quite long, I joined the video show group where we were before the leader, our leader, gave order that we should stop gathering, avoid the killings and arrests. So by then, from that order, everybody stopped gathering. So since then, we've not been meeting, and there was no meeting, there was no communication. So we that are here now, if not that I'm putting online, there was no kind of information. So is there any ground where maybe this is the leader for so
Which state are you from?
Lagos.
I mean, which of the states are you in Biafra?
Ebonyi State.
Which of the Ebonyi State? Ebonyi State, the old one. Are you from Edda? Are you from Ebonyi? Are you from Hauku? Which one?
Equal. So I'm yet to find out the state. So but in the former Ebonyi State, I'm from Equal. So I don't know which one I go. I know it may not be Edda. Because Edda is far from.
Okay. So can I have your number?
You will, sir.
Do you want to send it to me privately?
Let me send it to you privately, sir, for security reasons.
All right. So we are going to create a WhatsApp group, a WhatsApp platform that will be receiving everybody that wants to locate his or her state. You will write the name of your old local government and send to that platform, to that WhatsApp group, and you will be connected to your state. This will take effect from tomorrow. So I will announce it. However, if you can send me a private message on this Zoom, somebody will contact you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. As you just about the canal, some people that I do talk to about BIAFRA, those that do not have phone and are willing to register, how would they go about?
If they don't have phone and they are willing to register, you go through your friends. You go through your friend's phone and register. You go through your friend's computer and register. And so it is as easy as that. If you don't have a phone or you don't have smartphone or you want to register, go through your friends, borrow their phone, register, submit your data, and that's it.
Okay. Let me see how I send my number.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir. We pray for you every day, and our leader and everyone that is partaking in this struggle. And I believe the Most High is with us, and He has heard our cry and surely give us wisdom. Thank you.
I will quickly take one question from the chat section. Someone has raised a concern here. Do we have data protection policy and structure to avoid witch hunting Nigerian agents not exploring the database? Lest we became vulnerable. Thank you, wonderful team. The answer is yes, we have data protection policy. As our professor explained during our presentation, your data is well secured with the government in exile. Thank you very much.
Good evening, my PM. Is my voice coming out? Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Please, I have this question. What of those of our mother that is in the remote villages? Understand? So I need how can we, register them? At least if they think we be more educative, to educate us how to do it practically.
It is as easy as ABC. If you have somebody who have a smartphone in your entire village, you can serve that purpose. So the village that doesn't have phone, let one person have phone in the village and have the data collected.
Okay. Okay, one phone can do everything.
One phone can do everything. If you get 2, it's a plus. If you get 3, it's a plus. If you get 4 in your village, if the entire village have one phone, it is going to take you 1 month to collect all the data there. It doesn't matter. We have enough time.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. The question I want to ask is regarding of what our sister explained about this thing. The size of the pictures when somebody want to upload it. My question now, will there be a space where the person will still go through the requirement again before starting the process on the website?
The answer is yes. Of course, the application requirements will be made available on the website. That is the first step before you attempt to go through the application process. You first of all go check the eligibility and then the application requirements before you even pick off. So the answer is yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Minister. Yeah. I was thinking my question has been answered and I forgot to raise my hand down. But I would like to make to have some more light thrown on my question. It's regarding passports. I don't know, do we at this time need to abandon the Nigerian passports for those of us who don't have an alternative? Or do we still hold on to it?
Everything Nigeria passport, we are not validating it. So I don't know, depending on what categories of application you are talking about. Are you talking about the categories of data collection, or are you talking about the categories of ID card? Which one?
For the both purposes, ID card and data collection.
Data collection does not actually need much, as we have listed here, but for you to qualify to get BIAFRA national identity card, it will require you to present us with a valid and acceptable means of identification. One of them is not a Nigeria passport.
Yes, thank you.
So, but for data collection, you can submit your data, and of course, with the other minor requirements that's required. We just want to know that those submitting their data for the referendum, self-referendum, are Biafran. So you have the opportunity to answer yes for Biafra or no for Biafra. By then, doing that, the Biafra government will assess and investigate your application and see whether you will be approved as a Biafra or not. So based on your yes or no, probably, there are many mechanisms that will be used to accept your data as a Biafran. So, but one of them is probably going to be either the vote, your reaction to the referendum voting or not. So when you submit your data, does not mean that everything is express acceptance. So the government will go into internal, deliberation and investigation to accept. Of course, even if you are rejected, it's not final. When Biafra come and we have restored the territorial integrity of Biafra, validated by nations and the United Nations as well, then we go into proper data collection that will require, physical contact and ward to ward, district to district, county to county, and state to state. So for now, we need this particular structure in order to conduct our self-referendum and declare Biafra this year. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Minister. That was well detailed. And I think the Biafran rep or the European rep has answered this already. I understood it, but I was just asking, like, maybe I have the luxury of asking another question concerning passports. Do we really need to have the Nigerian passport again for those of us who really require it to renew our documents in our places of residence?
You need to have your passport. You need to have your passport because that's what you are using where you are. You need to have your passport, yes. If they accept it, you need to have it. In many countries, they are not accepting Nigeria passport again.
Obviously.
As a means of identification. So, but if that is what is required to renew your document where you are, why not? You need to have it to renew your document. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you very much. God bless.
Can you hear me now? Okay, good afternoon, PM. I'm very grateful for the job you are doing for some people. My question is like this, because most of Biafrans here in that, most of them, they don't use their original name, but most of them use their surname, but they don't use their original name. So can it be acceptable for the data collection? And secondly, most of Biafrans here in Biafra, they have their families in Biafra land. So how can they capture the photo of their beloved ones in Biafra land into the database? So all these we need to know.
Yes, thank you very much. It is very easy. The same way you are required to capture a picture if you are making certain registration, to submit your ID card or submit your picture or portrait or facial picture is the same way it is going to be. So while you are making the application, you come to the section where it will tell you to upload, and when you click on it, it will either open your camera. You can either choose to snap with your camera or choose from your photo library. So that's how it is going to be. And you don't need to be there. You can just tell them. The only thing they need is the website of the data collection, the Biafra data collection website, the Biafra security website. So the Biafra security website, once they go there, the only thing they need is the link. So when you send the link to them, they will go there and probably you must have registered your own and submitted your data, so you can also advise them how to do it. But we have made it in a way that it is as easy as anything that anybody, including those who are not computer literate, will be able to operate. So you just go there, follow the instruction, the section to section of questions, and answer those questions, submit those informations. When it comes to the section where you need to take picture, it will prompt, that will pop up. You click on it. If it asks you, use your phone camera, you just click use your phone camera. The camera will be on. You can take the picture and then submit. So it's very, very easy. Thank you.
Okay. Secondly, based on the name, based on the name, the surname.
Okay, based on the name, I've explained that thing before. We are verifying the name you are answering now and the document you are using in your country of residence. So that's what we are verifying. So we don't accept any name that is different from what is in your document. When Biafra come, by the time we have declared and restore Biafra, you can begin to submit the required document in order to change to your original name, to your original and family name. That will happen in Biafra land and will be approved by Biafra government. If you meet the requirement and the criteria to have your original name, because what we know now is what you are answering in Europe where you are, in America where you are. We are going to trust those documents issued to you by those states. So anything different from that data you have where you are living, we will not accept it. So you must answer that name until you find yourself in Biafra government. Then Biafra government can be able to initiate the change to your real name after you have submitted the required document to prove that yes, the name you are submitting to us is indeed your name. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, my PM. Because the reason why I asked this question is that I heard Professor Shioma when he said that if you submit a document, you have to be verified. Because of the name, it cannot be verified if they want to really verify the name. Okay, but the surname will be verified. So that's the reason why I asked the question.
The verification process is the document you are using to register with the Biafra government is the document we are going to verify using Jumio. So, and of course, for those who are submitting who are not Biafrans and they may want to cheat the system, that's what she meant. You can't cheat the system because we are going to go through different rigorous process to verify you. For those who would want to join Biafra. One of the way to verify you is when you vote no for Biafra referendum. Automatically, you are not a Biafran because we know no Biafran will vote no for Biafra referendum. So once you vote that no, I think you are not a Biafran. That is one. In as much as we are going to be making sure we fish out those who are not Biafran, of course, we can't give our ID card to non-Biafrans. But data, we need as many as possible who claim to be Biafra. Once you vote no to Biafra, we suspect your identity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, my PM. Airborne.
And please, those that are raising their hands, if your questions have been addressed, I urge you to withdraw your hand so that those that have new questions can ask them and we'll be able to take in all questions from everybody. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, Frank. Prime Minister, good evening, everybody, the ministers and all the cabinet. I'm sorry, maybe my voice may not be coming out. I just want to fix something. So I'm not asking a question. What I want to ask is a suggestion, because this data capturing, to my belief, is a very important and vital tool for us to get to our referendum. So I believe and thinking that if as the way the speaker, the professor has already explained to us, if we can reproduce this like in a WhatsApp form or in message form after all this, with all the things the Prime Minister has already explained, put all the all of them together and then can send it out in a WhatsApp form so that, like for us in the UK community unit, we can then reproduce it and send it out to so many other people. Like in the UK, there is a lot of people who don't even know what is going on, so that we can be able to send such type of information through WhatsApp so that it's easy. Even the zoo itself, if they see such type of information, they will know that we are serious, although they know that we are serious. But I think it will help us to get to so many other people. It's the kind of suggestion I'm trying to put across, if that can be accepted. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Your submission has been well noted. Thank you.
Yes, and then also I want everybody to understand that we can never make it for everybody to like it. So, but we're going to start the data collection. As we are collecting the data, we will be facing the challenges and making amendments on it. So you don't expect everything to be perfect before we start. So we're going to start just as you are listening to the part by part of the guide to the application. By after this month, the data collection will kick off. The BIAFRA security website will be unveiled in February, and immediately the data collection will start. So anybody that is having challenges on that can now come to a gathering like this. We'll be having a weekly briefing, either weekly or twice, once in 2 weeks briefing on data and BIAFRA referendum. So I'll be having that briefing every second week, every 2 weeks, in order to know what challenges people are having in the data collection, because this data collection will last as long as possible until we have from 20 million people up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let me take one question from the message side, if you permit me. We have a message here from Sunday. He said, I heard when you mentioned all important for those working hard supposed to register, but what of those commenting, defending the struggle on social media? Where can they register, since those who are broadcasting, showing their faces on media as where to register, as you say, A, B, C, D, was not the same category? So the simple answer to this is that we have different means of identifying those who have contributed and followed the struggle simultaneously. So your social media account is also one of those requirements. So you have to keep records of your participation in that sense. So it falls on the special status, which is the B status. So please keep the records of your participation, of the struggle, and how you have followed the struggle up to this moment. Thank you very much, Sunday.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, my PM. Thanks you to Professor Choma and the team. I greet everybody. Am I coming out loud?
Yes.
Hello? Yes. Okay. My question is concerning the people around Africa. Like somewhere in Senegal here, we don't have a rep, a kind of an admin here in Senegal. So will that be a difficulty for those of us here? How do we go about the registration and all of that concerning the ID card and the registration of a regular? Then my question again is about those our grandma or papa in the homeland whom do not have a document kind of a ID card. You know, the zoo we are. Many also have an ID card or any form of identification in that zoo. So would that be a difficulty for them, or just to give their facial recognition to the camera? Would that be enough? And third of all, the people whom have been contributing, like we're in Africa, and they're contributing through the homeland. So how do they keep the record of their contribution towards the application of identification card? So these are my worries and my questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are going to use the same verification process similar to what we've used during the convention last year. So you have a rep in your country or admin in your country. So when you're making the application, if you fall into the categories, or if your country falls into the categories where we need to verify from your country admin, we will have to contact your country admin for individual verification. So this is what we're going to do. We have done it before last year during the Finland Convention, where people that are making application were verified individually. So that shouldn't be a problem. Thank you.
Again, I want to also remind us that this process is more of about data collection, and we have to focus on that to be able to participate in the referendum. Unfortunately, not everybody would be able to apply for identity card at this point, depending on your eligibility, but your data collection is much more important. So let's not get distracted that we might not be able to obtain an identification card, because that is just for those who their identity can be verified beyond every reasonable doubt. But the data collection is the most important aspect at this point. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Am I coming out loud, please? All right. Good evening, my PM. Good evening, BIAFRALANDS. I don't know if those in the government have right to ask questions too.
Of course, you can ask question.
Okay, sir. My question is the kind of group of my ID card that I'm going to as a member of the government. Is my family members, my wife and my children, are they going to have the same? If no, is there anything that will indicate in their own ID card that they are from me? Thank you.
You mean you and your family have different names or what?
No, we don't have different names.
So what exactly is the question?
The question is, like my wife now, if you're going to get the same ID card that I get.
Because you are in the government?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
They are going to get the same ID card like every Biafran.
Okay.
Why you, who is serving in Biafra government, will have the special status ID card.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Maybe my Prime Minister in the House. Please, my question is this. I want to know if someone who is using a temporary asylum permit, is it allowed for the data collection and the ID card? Thank you.
Temporary asylum permit is not a valid document yet, so it will not be accepted by the government. You still fall under, but if you have a residence permit issued by the country, not a temporary asylum permit, but a residence permit issued by the country, we will validate that. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. Good evening, my Prime Minister, the People's Prime Minister. I give God glory for this day. May the Almighty God bless you mightily. all the cabinet members. I salute every one of us. My question is this: like some of us that are not in Biafra land, we're still in the zoo country anyway, in some part of it. Then, how do we use those some of us that somebody like me that don't have the Nigeria passport? Can I use something like a driver's license or any of their administration ID card for the data collection? Is it valid? That is number one. Number two question is this. My old state in Biafra land is Enugu. Now presently Asiana state. So I want to know how I will be making my little contribution to how to get connected with them, to making my little contribution. Will it be possible staying outside Biafra land than to making my little contribution? That's my turn. Thank you.
Can somebody else answer that because I'm a little distracted? Thank you. Or you can repeat the question again, just brief.
Okay. What I said is this. Number one, I am not residing in Biafra land presently, but in a part of Nigeria, zoo country. Then, outside using the international passport, that's the Nigerian passport, can I use any of the identification, means of identification like their voter's card or driver's license for the data collection? That's number one. Number two,
let me answer that. Let me answer that before you go to number two. We do not need anything Nigeria, driver's license, whatever, to collect your data. So, and you are not going to be issued with an ID card if you are in Nigeria.
Okay.
So all we need, how do we go ahead to adjust your data and then for you to vote for the referendum? So
okay, just my data for the referendum. Okay. And number two question is this. My state currently is Ezana state. And I want to know how to connect to my method so that I was making my own contribution for the struggle. So I have been involved in it even when it was outside. Yeah. So I want to know how to get connected to them.
So Ezana.
Thank you. Yes. Old Enugu state. Now Ezana state.
Okay. So can you send your number right away to me privately on this group?
Okay.
Or in this chat?
Okay. Should I go to the chat and send my number there?
Yes. Send your number there and say Ezana, your Ezana, and we'll connect to the Ezana state.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay, my question goes like this. Like some of us that is out of status, can we use our driving license for that?
Unfortunately, we only accept a valid residence permit or an international passport from a foreign nation. So at this point, driver's license is not a valid document. It's a license for driving and not an identification document per se. So fortunately, where are you currently? Which region are you currently?
US, Texas.
In US, of course, if you have you don't have a resident status there.
No.
Okay, then you have to focus on the data collection, which is most important because it will enable you to participate in the referendum. So focus on data collection for now.
Okay.
Yes.
So sorry, if so you are resident in the United States, do you have the U.S. issued driver's license?
Yes.
And you don't have a residence card in the U.S.
Yeah, I'm out of status.
Out of so you had it before?
Yes.
And on that basis, you have your
license.
Okay. Then in that case, you can apply for BIAFRA ID card if you have been issued with a permit in the US before and you are out of status and you have a valid driver's license. Yes, you can apply for ID card.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, and of course this is going to be applicable to every other person anywhere in the world. But of course, we need to also have the copy of your expired decision for the ID card or for the permit or the expired permit card or whatever you use in your country, in addition to the driver's license. Thank you. It's also means of identification, so it should be acceptable by the BIAFRA government. Also, I've just been told that our verification company Jumio is also using driver's license as a means of verification, so that's how been confirmed. Thank you. And of course, in this process, I want everybody to understand that in this process, there is going to be back and forth at the end of the day because we are just starting, and so information will be flying here and there, and at the end of the day, we are going to, come to amicable solutions. So we are going to, we may face some difficulties in the beginning, but we are going to get it right at the end of the day. So. Nobody should think that information is coming from left and right center. It is going to happen like that. But at the end, we'll get it right. So the next person, please.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thank everybody. Good evening from here. This is Chibeze from Maputo, Mozambique. So my question is like this. It's directly not for PM, but directly to the lady for the database. I just want to know if there is a database arrangement, like I myself as in my family, I have my wife, my children. Is there any way that if my database is taken, then my children and the other of my family bearing the same name with me will be in the same column, so that anytime I want to access the database of my family or my children or whatever, or is it going to be scattered? Because like my family is in Nigeria, Lagos there, but why I'm here in Maputo? If my database are taken, because I know we are going to have a ceiling number for the database, how are they going to make the arrangement to fix each person with his own family? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't think you are supposed to be the one worrying about the data scattering or not. That is the work of the government. Your own is that your data is collected and secured, and wherever you want to have any dealing with the government or any institution in Biafra, your data is accessible easily by any institution, from a hospital to social services to bank to authorities to police to army and all that. So that should be your concern. It's not how we arrange the data or whether your family is scattered or not. One thing you have to know is that even in a developed country like in the United States, family application and serial number are never the same. Some people collect 005 as why other family members can have even 1 million, because the number is rising on daily basis. So it can never be the same. But the only thing is that your data is collected and your names are there in chronological order. And whenever the government want to know, have information about you, they have it very easily. When any authority or any institution within the Biafra government want to check about you, they have it easily. That is what matters. It is not your responsibility to make it not to scatter or to make it easier. We know what we're doing, so you don't need to worry about how we organize the data at all. Information, your own concern is that your data is accessible by the government of Biafra when needed. Thank you.
And if I may add to that, PM, please, that asked the question, note that you will not have access to the government database. Only people that are permitted to have access for whatever specific job that they are to do would have access to the government database. And then during your registration, absolutely, you will be asked to list the names of your family members, your spouse, your children, your siblings, and your kinsmen. You will be asked those information, but like the PM said, do not worry about where anybody falls in. Whenever we need information for a certain service, the person that is supposed to have access will be given limited access. They will go in, do the job that they want to do, the access will be taken, and as they are walking through the database, they are being monitored. Thank you.
Okay. Can I go to a second question?
Go ahead, please, quickly.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. My PM. The answer is okay. Then my second question goes like this. Like some of us, we don't have a media platform, but we have been in this struggle for more than 80 years. And our aim is to counter any attack against the government. Like from Mazen Namdekano, I could remember when this police from Adamawa posted something in a form of Sharia to condemn Mazen Namdekano when they renditioned him. I was such a person that my comment was a different thing, that has a different attack, and I was being tracking for them. And I remember also another time when they're talking so much against PM using the name of Mazen Namdekano. I posted something in the Ejiofor platform, which he deleted his comment. I come around, I begin to post about it, that PM has the right to use any of our former heroes, or even living or dead ones, that the IPOB is meant for all of us. Otherwise, we will have different IPOB A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3. So now, did I fall into the category of a media? Because day and night, I'm watching to see who go contrary to what we are doing, but I don't have platform. Which category am I going to fall in? Thank you.
You're a category of a citizen of Biafra who is using his talent to propagate and defend Biafra struggle and liberation. So, and you continue to do that without, being any member of any group. As it is now, the Biafra government has official media team group. So if you wish to serve Biafra in any capacity, you can make that application through the recruitment department, recruitment email, which is outside there. You can show interest where you want to serve Biafra, where you think you can serve Biafra, and the people that are responsible for that particular recruitment will respond to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. My question is this. I'm aware of the new state and I follow up everything about the new state, but I'm from Old Enugu, so I don't know the local government. My local government, I don't know the new state he falls now. So I needed to know. And it's very important. Maybe I can send a message to. I have a PM WhatsApp number. I can send him a message so that I can get the current state my local government falls in Enugu, Old Enugu.
So what is your local government?
Aninle local government.
And again?
Aninle.
Aninle local government.
Yes.
Okay. Aninle local government. Please, who is from Old Enugu here? Who can answer that?
We were carved out 2007 from our local government.
Local government.
97. Yeah, 97.
Okay. Well, we are going to have, like I said, we're going to create a WhatsApp line where the issue is for people to locate their state, and that will be up and running from tomorrow. So tomorrow I will make the number public, and that number will only be receiving informations or questions concerning the state. So somebody will be answering you, and once you send your question about the state, and somebody will answer you. And then also we are going to make sure that those who want to be part of their state will be linked to the state general WhatsApp group. And so the game is on, and that's what we're doing. So those of you looking for your state, please be patient. From tomorrow, our general WhatsApp number will be open to serve you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hey. Oh. Hello. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me now? Yeah, sorry, I don't know if this is the right question. I'm just asking. We haven't got any airport, and we have one route to go to Biafra land, which is from Lagos to Biafra land. Say we want to go home, or we want to travel. Say we get Biafra, or we are still in the process, and this Biafra something starts going on very well. How do we go? Because I know the Janjaweed people, they would like to maybe disturb or segregate us. I don't know. How do we go about that?
Thank you very much. The most important thing is that you have a place where plane is landed, right? You have a place where plane is landed, and your question is very, very important because they are going to do that anyway. And that's why you must put everything you have for this liberation of Biafra, so that by the time we get to the middle of this year, the whole world will hear how Africa, so-called most populous country, we have brought them to their knees. So in order to do that, and as that is happening, we will start the process of negotiating most of these airlines that are flying in the different countries to Nigeria to start using our international airport in Enugu. Enugu, Allen Onyema, even though he is Nigeria made him, he remained a Biafran. So when the time will come, all of them will pay the price of being in a Biafran and serving one Nigeria. Like now, he is crying. But when the time, the heat of Biafra get higher, all of them will be suspect. That's the one good thing about this thing. Every one of them will be suspect. And Nigeria will deal with them. So they will have no choice than to begin to work towards having their airplane landing in Enugu from different parts of the world. It is going to happen. We already have that. We have it in Ebonyi State. We have it in Anambra State. We have in Imo State and all that. So we have in the River State. These are going to be our airport in the meantime until we build it to international standard. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Question answered.
Please, as you are here in your hundreds numbers, please remember that when we're answering your question and you are satisfied on the question, go straight to the link of our government and make your donation, because money is needed to fight Nigeria. We need money for arms and ammunition to fight Nigeria. We are fighting them, making sure they don't kill us, making sure that you are not being pushed out of your homes, like many of them in Yoruba land and in Hausa land and in the Middle Belt. So as you are being happy for what you are seeing here today, remember, so resources is involved, money is involved to make sure we continue to buy and get supplies of the arms and ammunition we are using to defend you. Thank you. It's very important. Whether you are watching or you are in this particular Zoom, go to the Biafra government website and make your donation to support Biafra liberation. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, Freedom. Good evening, our Prime Minister. Sir, please, I want to ask a question concerning people in Nigeria, maybe who wish to come to. Is there any possibility for people in Nigeria who are capable of coming to Finland, if there is any possibility? The second question, you have answered it. So I would DM you my Prime Minister with my number, so that you will link me to my state governors, so that because of the donation, because I'm from other states. So, but I am not in my means of communicating. But
so your question is how to connect to your state?
Yes, how to connect myself so that I will be able to make in my donation.
Okay, sorry. This the ID card team. Are we having another briefing tomorrow, the part 2, or what? Because I'm here. I was hearing who saying about Australia and all that. Professor Choma, do we have another briefing tomorrow?
Yes, we are planning to have another briefing, but we are also thinking, should we play this recording or should we have another live briefing tomorrow and Sunday?
Tomorrow and Sunday. Okay, because in that case, if it is going to happen tomorrow, then most of the questions about states and then the issue of bringing WhatsApp number will be resolved tomorrow if that is happening. So I need to know.
Yes, we already have it scheduled tomorrow, 10 p.m. Biafra time.
10 p.m. Biafra time is not too late.
So because we are targeting people in Australia and Asia.
Okay. That's why it's Australia. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Then that's okay. So,
then Sunday, it would be targeting Europe and people in Africa. That would be 7 p.m. Biafra time.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, please. And then let the question be on this database, please. I'm not here for general question and answer, please. Let it be on the database on what you have just heard today. Of course, and Professor Choma and her group are here to also answer the questions concerning what they have presented. Thank you. Well, at this point now, I don't think you will get a visa from Nigeria. Nigeria is already a collapsed and a failed state, and no country will give you visa now coming for a program because they know you are running away. So everybody that is trying to come to the convention, we welcome you, but believe me, you will never be given a visa because they know that if you come here, you are going to run away. So don't even waste your time. The money we want to use to come here, use it to support Biafra liberation. That's what we need. Thank you. But those who want to come, who are part of the government, we will give you letter of invitation and support you with everything you need, especially document-wise. So you go to the embassy and try your luck if you want to come. So it is open for those who have been supporting the liberation from homeland. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone, and the PM, Excellency, good evening. In the first place, I want to appreciate every one of us for this work we are into, the liberation of Biafra. This is my first time of coming on this platform, but I've been following the thread of events right from what we and days. And my heart has always been for liberation of Biafrans because as a Biafran, I have suffered to have bad experiences in this contraction. So I live now in the end of Nigeria. And I want to see whichever way I can live on support to this liberation. You see, 2020, I went to visit and visited and she asked me, that was December 2020, she asked me, said, when would Ghana come or have you seen Massacre? I said, what do you have? She said, because I don't know. And I had asked, sorry, Martin, Harry, there is a noise coming from your background, and it is very difficult to see what you're saying. Okay, I don't have any noise here. I don't know where that one is coming from. For the effort we are putting on. Well, having listened to several questions from other Biafrans, I think I don't have to ask so much questions again because I have thought I will come to Finland, but since I am in this part of the world, I can't come. But what I want to find out is how can I be contributing, involved in media, and what's the protection, because one of the challenges we have most of us here, even if our heart is there, but one of the challenges is how are you protected if you want to be involved in media in this liberation? That is what I want to ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Be in the media anonymously. there are many people in the media in Biafra land. Another thing is that by the time we unleash the liberation spirit that we have in us, Nigeria will never be looking for anybody in Biafra land. You will be safe. So by the time we delegitimize the terrorists in uniform in Biafra land, which is our target in the first quarter of this year, I believe many people will be safe in Biafra land. So, but for now, you want to be in the media, you can start your media support anonymously. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Are you hearing me? Yeah, please. I was late, but I want to ask one question. Like me, that my paper is still in the home office. I don't have it. So how am I going to register? I don't have the permit yet.
You don't have the permit. If you don't have the permit yet, then you fall into the category D. Is it D or C? Which one?
D.
D. Okay, you fall into the category D. So what we need from you is just your data and vote for the referendum at this point.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Governor. Yeah. Governor, our Prime Minister, may your days be long. Mazia Parawa. My greetings from my location. Please, our Prime Minister, my questions goes like this. Because what is happening in Imo State, before we reach to this stage that we are now, these people, they have been destroying Imo State, and there is an information coming that these people are digging or planting pipe, taking our mineral resources.
Why not asking question based on the database?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you. So I just logged in now, so I didn't know that was the main issue. So let me ask for the data question. Like many of us that based outside Biafra land and also having nationality of maybe European or thereabouts, how do we fall in? So how do we fall in place? Our Prime Minister, if you could be able to explain that to us so that we'll be able to.
How do you fall in where?
How do we, like in terms of registration? Because already we are having a foreign nation, let's say maybe European, being a European nationality.
You are just coming, right?
Yeah.
The question has been addressed.
Should I go ahead?
No, you don't need to go ahead. The question has been addressed severally. You are going to when you can join tomorrow briefing for the part 2.
Yeah.
For the Australia and Asia. Join tomorrow so that you can follow up. 10 o'clock Biafra time in the evening. 10 p.m.
Okay, I will try to.
Yeah, but so long as you have your nationality somewhere in Europe, you are qualified and overqualified to have your Biafra ID card. So you are going to apply and have it. If you meet the requirement, especially on the of course on your support for Biafra liberation. That is for ID card.
Okay,
the ID card is not given to the ID card is not given to anyhow person who have not supported Biafra. Am I correct? The ID card team.
Yeah,
The identity card, sorry, hold on, please. The identity card, every Biafran is entitled to the regular identity card, but as to the special status, those that have been supporting the liberation is entitled to the special status.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, noted and supported, because we can't be talking about freedom without putting our financial support, because freedom comes with a lot of sacrifice and financial support. Thank you. Thank you, PM. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Good evening. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, my PM and all the media heads. Please, my question is, we that are living in Europe and we have family here, and can we apply both our family in the Biafra land or only the ones here, to avoid, I don't know, confusion also? That's my question.
Thank you very much. I want us to understand that it's what we call family members. Family members is not your sisters according to European standard. Family members are your wife and your children. So when you are making the application, it is not for you to list who is your sibling, like who is your sister or your brother. It's for you to list who is your wife or your children and stuff like that. Of course, I don't know if there are options for listing siblings or some special.
Yes.
Okay. There are
options. Yes.
Okay, and that is just for the verification to know that the person is a different. Yeah.
That is also under data collection. Extended families. It falls under the extended families for record purposes.
Okay. All right. So, but of course, you are not going to apply for your own extended family. You only apply for yourself. And of course, while making the application, the questions of the extended families is for us to know that you are a Biafran. That is the family tree, like the chairman, Professor Shoma, chairperson, Professor Shoma explained during her speech. So it is for us to see and verify your identity and know your family tree and all that. So, but on the issue of ID card application, I believe we need to go through that standard of family members to be what we define the family members to be. There should be your wife and your children. But I think Uche and Co, you need to look into that. Yeah, if the extended family is just for the verification, that is understandable, but we need to define that family member or redefine it in a way to suit our culture as well. If it is just to suit our culture, then we can design it to suit our culture, and of course it should be approved in the extended family, because we are practicing extended family system, and that has been our culture from time immemorial. So with that being said, the extended family can be used as a family member in our application. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, Prime Minister. Good evening, Minister of Information. I don't know if I'm coming out loud and clear. Okay. Thank you so much. My question goes in the de facto government where we are. Concerning the ID card, we have not, connected to our facto government in Iguacha here. I would like the Minister of Information or our Prime Minister to connect, or because our people have been asking about how can they got the ID card? How can we get the ID card? Because there is no any of our government that we are related to or are close to us, and we are many, and Faga local government in the Iguacha River State here. So that's my question. How can we get in touch the government concerning the registration of the ID card so that we can protect?
Opa, you have been in this program as long as I can see your hand up, and you are still asking about the de facto government ID card. The people in the homeland are not going to be part of this ID card at this point. So this ID card is open only to Biafrans in diaspora.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
What is open for you, which is more compulsory for every Biafran, is for you to register for your data, to give your data to Biafra government, and then also vote for the Biafra referendum. As you are giving your data, you are voting for Biafra referendum. And that's the way it is. So that is very, very important that you people must mobilize Biafrans to make sure that we see 20-something million above. That is our target.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I am also the one that is always.
I know you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Thank you so much. You are behind it, sir. We must achieve it. Thank you so much, Minister of Information. Thank you so much.
The media team, Minister of Communication, you guys need to know how to do hands that are up here so that this will end today. Otherwise, I think.
I'm here. The last hand here is techno. Techno. After techno, no more hands. I'm going to monitor it now. Go ahead.
Okay. PM, good evening, sir. Parawa, good evening, sir. Ajiri, good evening, all Biafran. PM, I have two questions to ask. One is about this database. The people that are living here now, if we want to register now, and our family is back home, are we going to register for ourselves and our family back home? That is the number one question.
Well, because you need to be where your family members are in order to register them, because you need to take a picture of them to a picture. So if you want to help them, you can help them to fill the registration form online because of you are better computer literate. But at the same time, you can't register them while you are not there. So you have to register them so you can take their picture, the official picture, for Gmail to be able to store that information so that we don't have the duplicate of people registering and taking pictures here and there. You understand?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And the PM, the second one, please. I am from Agbo State, and I wrote so many messages to you. I tried to speak to you, and the reason why is because I've been asking questions. I was in the Anioma group before this Agbo State. I was in the last meeting and the other meeting before you passed that judgment. And ever since this Agbo State started now, I have not seen any work going on there. And I have, even now, I just finished meeting with them before I entered this place.
They are now discussing that they are discussing how to put positions. Why other people map is everywhere. So I'm asking them now, what exactly is going on? Because the man that was there before in that Anioma group, the man is with every village and the communities they need to draw the map. And I'm asking them, where is the man? Because PM did not sack this man. PM only said that the other man should take over that Anioma. Instead of people to contact this man.
Bringing complaint of Agbo State.
No. Yes, complaint of Agbo State, because I'm just coming from the meeting now.
Okay, you are coming from the meeting and did you add this thing in the meeting?
Yes, I asked them there, and they told me that they are planning.
You wait for them to come up with what they want to come up with. You cannot just have a meeting with your group and come here to start complaining about what.
No. PM, wait. The truth is that the man you told to leave the other group, they are pushing the man out. But the man, now they're looking for community's name and other people. But this man have everything. And I told them, why can't you call this man? You all work together so that you can get this map. Why other people have their own map?
Nobody will push the man that I appointed out of the state. So don't come here and make that conversation. I have had you. I will wait for the Agbo State group executive to present their map. And that is that. I'm not going to be listening to a side talk. What you just did here now is what we call side talk. So I wait for the executive of Agbo State to submit what they have, and we'll take it off from there. Thank you.
So you need to lay emphasis that people coming up shouldn't be asking any other question apart from the data, this database. Any other question apart from database, you remove the person. No, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, good afternoon from here, and our PM, good afternoon, greeting from here. Greeting to members of the cabinet and all Biafrans. I just want to remind us, am I coming out?
That's right, you're coming out.
Okay. I just want to remind us that the database and the ID card registration guide will still continue tomorrow for those that are here with the same link so that they can save it. And I believe the last day will be on Sunday. So I just want to remind everyone to make it easier for them that tomorrow they can still log in with the same link to the part 2 of the database and the ID card registration guide. Thank you.
Thank you, Finance. Please, any other person that raised his hand, I'm going to be lowering your hand. No other person should raise their hand again. I said it. The last person is Techno. Thank you, my minister. Go ahead.
And a quick clarification, just a second, a quick clarification for tomorrow's program. So tomorrow's program is not precisely the part 2, but rather the same presentation, but for the people in a different location. So we're going to redo this process again, but we are targeting those in America, in Australia and Asia because of the time zone. Thank you very much.
I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, fellow Biafrans, and then especially to my PM. I thank God for your life, and I thank God for everything. I really applaud the Biafra government in exile, all your efforts to get to this point. That's number one thing. I really applaud you for that, because for all I know, to get to this point, having a database is a big project.
and I know that I give you an accolade for that. And then I want to ask about the self-referendum thing we're talking about. I know that the enemies will come and say no to referendum. I'm asking, is there any way that during the time as we are voting for the referendum in the database, is there a way that any no will be tracked, at least for us to really prove whether they are Biafrans or not, or whether they are Fulanis that will come and impersonate? So that's my question. Way to track them to really know that whether they are Biafrans, and they will know. That's my question.
Thank you very much. Like I said, those who also know will be investigated. Their details will be investigated. But at the same time, remember, this is a democratic process. Some people may not agree with you, so we may have one or two persons that will say no to Biafra. But however, we don't expect any Biafran at this point to say no to Biafra. So once you say no to Biafra referendum or no to Biafra, that's a red line. That will make the government to investigate information is submitted to know whether you are, to ascertain whether you are to Biafra. So the government will have the right to deny you, irrespective of voting yes or no. Governments have the right to say you are not a Biafran based on the information is submitted to them. So that the submitted information does not mean an express Biafran. So governments have the right to say, with the information you have submitted so far, we do not accept that you are, we do not believe that you are Biafran, subject to more scrutiny after the declaration of Biafra when it starts the field collection of data in the later years or later days. So yes, everybody has the right to say yes, and you have the right to say no. But then, like I said, the government reserves the right at this point to say that with the information is submitted so far, we may not be able to verify you, and that is final till further notice. Thank you. And remember, Ato Omara, Ato Ofeke, take it like this. If you know.
No, yes.
Good evening, my PM. My PM, I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you with all your executives, especially for this December, this Christmas, the way it was quiet. Am I coming out, please? Okay, yeah, this Christmas, the way it was quiet and everything just went well. People enjoyed their Christmas. And I hope this is the work of the Biafran government in Ezra. But many people will not know that. I just want to say you guys have really done well with our military at home. Yeah, the question I want to ask is about people who have kids in diaspora. What will be their... Hello, please, somebody is talking on the background. Okay, I'm asking, like, some of us in diaspora who have kids in diaspora, what will be their means of identification? Like maybe birth certificate or something like that. And my second question also is that one has been answered partially because I already now find out that if you don't have Nigerian passport is not a means of identification, and if you don't have a proper document in wherever you're residing, you don't have anything to identify you. You have to only register for the referendum. So that one is well understood somehow. But then our PM, another thing I want to suggest is let us have like an open evangelism in the street to
let our people know what is going on, because a lot of people are ignorant of what we are doing. A lot of people in the street, they don't even care. They don't know what is going on. So we need to have an open evangelism in our places where we reside, to let people know about this referendum going on, so that we'll have a lot of people that will vote for this, register for this referendum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, it is the work of everybody who is a Biafran to carry this particular awareness to every cranny of Biafra land, to make people understand that they need to, the time has come. That cry of many years, decade, the solution has come, and we are taking the bull by its horn. So it is a responsibility of everybody to do. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. I'm calling from South Africa. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
So can you bring in somebody else, please? This Uche Okoye is making noise. So bring somebody else.
Good evening, my PM. Good evening, Barawa. I have been patiently waiting for my turn for a very long time. Nevertheless, I want to first of all commend our PM for what he has been doing for us. I want to bring my commendation from my mother, who is 60-something years now, and I'm speaking from a place called Nkalago. I don't know where it falls from, in Old Ebonyi State. And a very long time, we have not been going to farm until you guys came in and did a lot of wonderful works. I remember the time I did a farm, about 18 plots of land. The cow came and spoiled them, and nobody did nothing. But right now, our people are going to the farm and doing things, and nothing is happening. Everywhere is peaceful. Thank you for that. My question is this. I don't know whether it's where my own state falling. I don't know where I belong to, because it would be a very bad thing for me to deny me contribution for the journey of liberation of Biafra at this time. Please, if anyone can help me to identify where Achua and Kalago fall for, and secondly, how I can get to support.
I think from tomorrow we're going to make number available. You're falling under the old Ishe local government, right? You fall under old Ishe local government, right?
Yes, yes.
So I believe, I think you may be part of Oahu State, I'm not sure, but by the number made available so that those of you asking for your state can send the message. The only message you're allowed to send is going to be your state, where you come from, and then somebody will respond to you and telling you which state you fall into, and possibly link you up with the state general WhatsApp group so you can be part of your state. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Ogidi
Brgie is the one of Biafra. Oh, Gidi. Brgie is the one of Biafra. My PM, good evening. I want to greet all Biafrans. I'm so happy because seeing where we are and where we started before now, we have everyone that is on this show will know that of the truth. We have achieved Biafra, and there's no way to argue about it. If you want to argue, no problem. Then I have one question. My question is as regards for support. We are making support as a family. We are paying our tax every month. So, but my question now is for the ID card. My name. How are we going? The name of my wife is always on the name I listed on the payment. So, are we getting it right, or are we supposed to separate the payment? That's my question.
If you are making payment, how can you separate you and your wife? So it's your family and you're supporting them. So when you are making an application for the ID card, of course, that should be noted. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, my minister. God bless you. I don't have any question to ask, but I want to really say thank you to my Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. I want to thank him very much for everything he is doing. We are praying for you, sir. We are with you. Biafrans love you. We love you to the moon and back again. I want to thank all the people that works with you. I want to thank all of them. We are praying for all of you. May God Almighty guide you all. Thank you very much.
Muted her, don't worry, I've muted her.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm coming out clear. Hello? All right. Good evening, my minister. Good evening, my fellow pastor. My name is Reverend Dr. Francis Okonkwo. Special thanks go to our Prime Minister and prayers also to you. God bless you, sir. From the professor, our professor that gave us little education on the registration, she talked about the capturing of the picture, not from the selfie. In other words, we can't use the phone to capture. I don't know. So, and our PM was also talking about using our phone. So we need to strike a balance on that. Then I also want to bring something else too. Please, I know church and the pastors have been somehow being mismanaged, and it has caused a lot of some differences. But still, I want to plead with us. Pastors are important in this matter. Churches are important for disseminating information, for bringing out information, and trying to bring people to understand. Those that are with us, somebody like me, before now, the church where I pastor in Lagos before I came to Port Harcourt, Igbo here, was a center for meeting. And here in Ivory is also a center for meeting before our leader then, Martin Namdekan, said every meeting in the Nigeria should stop before we enter into where we are today. And thank God for our PM that has finally given us Biafra. So please, I will plead that pastors, churches, though some are with us and some are not, but still, we shouldn't leave them behind. We should try and see how we can have said this. I've asked a question the other time about this, and somebody like my brother that is there, a man of God also should, I think we should have a department that should be talking about this also, so that we can bring them together and see how we can use their platform to educate and pull out information to people. Very important. And please also, I will please that I'm from by the grace of God, I think I'm from the local government. So it's been a long time. From the local government, so I've not seen their group chat or giving out information on how people should join the government in the homeland. So these are important also, so that they can, those that are appointed as administrators or governors should be fast in creating WhatsApp groups, so that we that are here should begin to join and see what we can do to support the movement. God bless you all.
All right. Good evening, Your Excellency. I really want to appreciate the PM. I've been on, and your team too. You guys are doing excellently well. I've been an ardent follower of the BIAFRA movement right from the time of Martin Namdekan. And I've been a solo follower. I don't have a group. There was a time where I was before in Anambra State. I used to join meetings. I used to make contributions with my colleagues then. And until I traveled out and later came back to the zoo. But where I'm currently, I have no linkage on the way to go about contributing my own quota, although I have gone to the website of different government in SI, and I realized that there are options where one can make a payment. But I think I would prefer to be anonymous. I'd like to use the crypto option. But I want to ask, those who would like to contribute through crypto, would they also be able to get receipts in case of, tomorrow? Like as I'm speaking to you now, I'm in the zoo. This place is a very terrible place, and I'm not in our home, core homeland. So I'm in a very sensitive place where I work. So I have to be very, very anonymous. So my question is, those who would like to make contribution through crypto, would they also be able to get acknowledgement that they actually are contributing later on? And then I also want to ask on the database collection. For some of us who are still in the zoo, I understand that I came a bit late. I understand that we are not allowed to get ID card at this point, but we can vote. So my question is, if for tomorrow, like those status that are going to give those who are outside, who are contributing immensely, are we also going to, those of us who are on the mainland, are we also going to get such a status, or is only exclusive for those outside the shore of Biafra? That's my question. And then finally, I also want to once again tell PM that PM, you are doing an excellent work. You are doing excellently. We are seeing your handwork, and I can tell you the country is really knowing that you are doing something. And that's all I want to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, those people in the homeland that are contributing financially will also have the special status just like those in the diaspora, but not just at this point. The issue of of a crypto donation, yes, you save your receipt, because when you make a crypto donation, it does not receive automated receipt like you can receive when you make a donation through the website. So you save the receipt from your crypto donation, and when the time comes, individually, we are going to settle and sort out the individual donation. So when it comes to your turn to have the special status ID card of the Biafra, this is a lifetime status. I'm just telling people now, it's a lifetime status. So once you have that ID card, it is going to show that you were one of those who supported financially the Biafra liberation. And believe me, anything about you will be treated differently in Biafra, United States of Biafra. So save the receipt. When making application for ID card, you will have to attach those receipts when the time comes. And that receipt will be the determinant to have a status that we are talking about, whether to have that status or not. So when you make a crypto donation, save the receipt. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Good evening, all. My Prime Minister, I say greetings to you. Greetings to Mazenande Kanu. I greet him. Greetings to all the media team and those who are working our liberation assiduously. I greet you all. Prime Minister, there's something that bothers me. I don't know if I'm allowed to divulge a little bit. Am I? Oh. All right. But I was just thinking maybe I have a little bit time, today to speak with him. But it's all right. Go ahead. I understand everything concerning the ICAD and so on and so forth. I'm from the state of Hamburg.
Not that we have slept, so. Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, did you call me? Sorry, did you just call me? Okay. There are still
No, PM, there are no hands. So I just let it come now. That's hands.
Well, right, sir. So, all right. So I want to thank every one of you for being part of this program, and I want to thank the team, the ID card team. I want to thank all of you, the IT department. I want to thank all of you for the job well done. I went to the website today, and believe me, I am very, very impressed with what I've seen so far. I want to thank all of you. We are proud that this year will be the year of history. That thing that they say we are not going to do, we will do it in Kuchara. I want to thank all of you. May God bless you. See you tomorrow again, 10 p.m. Biafra time, when we will go through this thing again and then answer question number. And the special grace of God, the number will be available tomorrow. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, it's good evening.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you. Thank you.